special SV news alerts. We're going to start updating some of the older modules. Here at SV, we get tons of feedback from our community. And, we hope this feedback keeps coming because it helps us get clearer, it helps us get more focused, it helps us to better serve you all. As a result, here's the first one. We're going to update Module 1, keeping your focus. One of the most common questions we get, people say, I love tempo. It really helps me kind of understand what I'm doing moment by moment. But after I do it once, like, what else am I supposed to do? I feel stuck. Help, please give us more. So here we go, this little short teach that I hope will help you all know what to do with tempo. I like to look at tempo. I'm going to do it multiple times, take many passes. So I'm going to go through 9 of them right now just to help you keep your focus better. The first pass, the first time we're using tempo, we're taking one partner and we're really helping them get the trigger, go to the emotion, the body, meaning, protection, organize that whole thing. It's how we slow down and really unpack somebody's experience so they can send a clearer signal to their partner. So the first time we pick one partner and we help them get a little bit clearer. Second pass, now we got to do the same thing with the other partner. Trigger, emotion, meaning, protection, organize. Great. Now we got both partners slowing down, trying to understand each other's experience. Third pass, we put the two together, double tempo, right? A double tempo is how we start to see the interdependency between both partners' protective moves, how they help protect themselves from this hurt, from that primary emotion. So that third pass, we put it all together and we start to organize a cycle. Now the fun really begins. Fourth pass. We go back. Now this time we're doing tempo with one partner and we're really trying to become clear of the action tendency. We're trying to honor the function, make meaning out of it, how it protects you. I go away to feel safe. I criticize you to try to motivate change. We're always going for new information. Now we're using tempo to kind of get the meaning behind the action tendency. What's the whole point of this model? You get new information, share it, enactment, right? The enactment is how we start to create new experiences. It's how we get the blocks, the mistrust towards new experiences. So either way we win, but that fourth pass, we start to share the meaning of the protection. Are we done? No. Fifth path. Now we go back, we try to get to that primary emotion underneath the protection. And here you might do a couple of passes, right? A withdrawer, I feel like I'm failing. I also feel helpless. I also feel lonely. I mean, there's lots of emotion sitting in this ouch place. Same with the pursuer. I feel rejected. I feel sad. I feel hurt. I feel helpless. I feel hopeless. Lots of stuff, multiple passes. Share it. We're trying to get them to share that hurt. That is what's going to start leading to positive cycles. Are we done? No, let's take another pass. Our sixth path is trying to not only get to the primary emotion, to the hurt, but the negative view of self. That negative view of self is really what's going to bring the most powerful corrective emotional experiences. Not only am I failing, but I feel like a failure. Not only do I feel rejected, but I believe I deserve the rejection because I'm unlovable. That's the heart of the vulnerability. And we want them to share it. Are we done? No. We go back, we go into tempo. Now we got that negative view of self. We want to get the longing to the negative view of self, right? The longing in the vulnerability is the positive cycle when the partner can respond to it. Where I feel like a failure, I don't love myself. Can you love me? That's the bid, to ask for help, to pursue when I feel unlovable. Can you hold me and tell me I am lovable, even when I don't believe it myself? You see the power of the longings. You need the pain alive for the longings to be online. A lot of therapists go too fast for that. So we're finally done with tempo, right? No, we go for the next pass, right? That eighth pass. We're going to go for the positive shift, that comes, right? I share my longings, you respond to it. That's why I went to the body. I feel like a failure in my stomach. My partner loves me in a place I don't love myself. My stomach shifts, body in, body out, right? We want to share that shift. Say thank you. When my stomach felt nauseous, it now feels calm. That's what your love did for me. Share that through an enactment. Another round of tempo. Are we done? No, we just finished with one person. Now we got to transition to the other person and do all those passes of tempo again. Protection, primary emotion, negative view of self, longings, shift towards positive. Can you see how EFT is really just a series of enactments? And tempo is a way of keeping our focus as we're trying to organize those enactments, set them up to get these corrective emotional experiences. So we hope you recognize tempo's just a guide. It's just a guide to help you focus. Remember, you don't have to be mechanical or computer-like or robotic in this delivery. They don't have to go in order tempo, right? Sometimes you don't need to use all of it. Like as I'm going deeper, after I got a good trigger and I know the action tendency, I don't need to keep doing T and P, right? I'm really just continuing to go to the emotion where they feel it in their body and the meaning making around that emotion. So a lot of those passes, I'm just using the E and the M. But this is an organic process. Trust your own intuitive kind of emotional presence to kind of guide you along the process. But it's good to know what tempo could look like over many sessions and how you can kind of see where have I gotten to and what I haven't to continue to make this a helpful tool and acronym to move this forward. Another good piece of advice is to use the previous pass as the trigger for the new one. So in this place of protection, you go away to feel safe. What would happen if you didn't go away? Now that's going to lead me to primary emotion, right? Primary emotion. In this place, you feel like a failure. I want to explore that. That becomes my trigger. I'm going for negative view of self. I start with that. Once I get negative view of self, I feel like a loser. That becomes the trigger for the next pass. Where you feel like a loser, what might help you? I go for longing. What might help you is a hug. Awesome. Next pass, start with that as a trigger. You just received a hug. What's it like to receive a hug in a place you've never got one before? Going for that positive shift. So you can see how all these passes link to each other, right? And it continues to unfold into such a beautiful story of change in EFT. We hope this new edition, these updates to our SV modules, help ensure that SV keeps moving the mission forward of helping to make the implicit explicit and to empower therapists to be more emotionally focused. Let's keep it rolling. Enjoy.